Well, here's the news that a lot of folks have been waiting to hear. When can I go to the gym? When can I eat at a restaurant inside? Well, the answer is this Friday, when most of Virginia, including Hampton Roads, enters phase 2 of the coronavirus recovery. But there are some restrictions here. News 3 reporter Anthony Sabella joining us live in Norfolk with a breakdown of how this will work and what this will mean for businesses moving forward.
Well, for the last 2 months, folks who have ordered takeout from Omar's Carriage House here in the Freemason District, they've had to go to this window here behind me to pick up their food. A couple of weeks ago, Omar's and other restaurants here in Virginia were allowed to start seating people outdoors as long as they followed certain restrictions. Now this Friday, with the beginning of phase 2, they could start letting people back inside the restaurants. Obviously very good news for these restaurants all across our state. That's just one part of phase 2 of Virginia's reopening plan, which all but Richmond and Northern Virginia are entering into on Friday. Just like with outdoor seating, restaurants will have to keep it at half capacity, so something to keep in mind. Here's a big part of this. Gyms can hold classes now and open up to 30% capacity. I know a lot of people in our area that go to the gym, they've been waiting for their chance to get back into it and get back to working out. Outdoor activities, so think zoos and places like that, they can also open now with restrictions. And the gathering limit is now 50 people instead of 10. With some restrictions still in place, though, a lot of businesses, they're not going to be making what they would at 100% capacity. Important to remember, an organization called the Retail Alliance has been working with these places throughout the pandemic. They tell us they plan to follow the rules of reopening, but they want people to keep supporting as long as they have the means.
They're not going to be able to operate at full capacity, so they're still going to be taking a hit. But at the same time, I think that it just shows the resiliency that they've had to get through this crisis.
And Retail Alliance says they recently surveyed businesses asking how exactly they've been impacted by coronavirus restrictions. Around half of those who responded described the impact as severe to devastating. So just to give you an idea of what these businesses across our state are facing. It is important to note, though, these restrictions were put into place to help keep COVID-19 from spreading. The state still wants people to social distance, work from home, stay home if at all possible. And of course, that mandate that we have to wear masks when we're indoors in public, still in effect for the foreseeable future. So something just to keep in mind. You want to make sure you have that mask in your car with you when you leave the house at all times. We're live here in Norfolk. Anthony Sabella, News 3.